Hello, everyone. Welcome to a new episode of Immigration Fridays. I'm your host, Prashanti Vedi, and we're again here to navigate the ever evolving maze of U.S. immigration law. This week has been an eventful one. The Visa Bulletin was released this week, so buckle up and find out more about it. What are we discussing this week? As I just said, today we are discussing the October Visa Bulletin, which was just released. This is significant visa bulletin this month because this is the first visa bulletin in this new fiscal year, which starts in October. So it's the first visa bulletin of the year. And everyone has a lot of hopes on the October visa bulletin because it's an indicator of what lies ahead for this year with reference to visa bulletin numbers. In to give an overview of the visa bulletin, a quick synopsis in 2 lines. If I had to say what happened, I would say that China EB3 retrogressed, other categories held steady or advanced, and the dates for filing chart will be used in employment-based cases. That is not surprising because usually in the beginning of the fiscal year, the dates for employment chart is always used. Now let's delve deeper into what the dates are. So it's good news and, not so good news. So let's go further and see what this October Visa Bulletin has in store for us. Let's start off first with the final action dates table. We all know that there are 2 tables, the final action dates table and the dates for filing table. And USCIS lets us know every month which table we need to use. In general, the dates for filing table is better than the final action date table because the dates for filing table have dates that are more advanced because you're allowed to generally file in advance of the actual priority date becoming available. The idea is by the time USCIS processes your 485, the dates become actually available based on the final action date table. So they're allowing you to basically apply in advance. So let's look at first the final action dates table, and just a reminder that this month, or rather for the month of October, USCIS has already said that they'll be looking at the dates for filing table. So for those of you who've already filed and are waiting for your final action dates to get current, this will be interesting for you. China advances by 1 week in EB1. We're talking about EB1 first. India remains the same, so there's no change for India EB1 category. And all other countries worldwide also continue to be current. Employment-based category 2, China advances by 3 weeks. India remains the same. And all other countries remain at March 15, 2023. India remains at July 15, 2012. And China is at March 22nd, 2020. So there's a change for China, 3 weeks, not much change. No change, in fact, for India, for final action date EB2, and all other countries, no change from the September Visa Bulletin. For EB3 category, China retrogresses 5 months. So this is a huge change. This is the biggest change for the October Visa Bulletin, the retrogression of EB3 China. This is unusual for dates to retrogress in the beginning of the fiscal year like this. So that's why it's something to keep in mind. India advances by 1 week. So there's a modest advancement for India EB3 in the final action date table. Advances to November 1, 2012. And all other countries, there's a significant forward movement by almost 2 years, moving forward to November 15, 2022. EB5, there is significant forward movement. China advances by 7 months. India advances by more than a year. And all other countries remain current. And also the EB5 set-aside category for cases that are filed from rural and high unemployment and infrastructure projects, they remain current. Now, as we've seen, China has retrogressed and there's a more modest forward movement in all other cases for final action date tables. Now let's look at dates for filing, and this is important because this month and several months moving ahead, USCIS will allow the dates for filing table to be used, and therefore this needs to be looked at, especially for those who have not yet filed their 485. This gives them a chance to file and to get the benefits of a filed 485, such as EAD, advance parole, etc., etc. So EB1, India advances by 2 months to April 15, 2022. China remains where it was last month, and all other countries were current in September, and they continue to be current now. EB2, dates for filing, China moves forward by 4 months. India advances by almost 6 months. So this is good news. India moves forward EB2 dates for filing table to January 1, 2013. So for all of you who now have become current based on the visa bulletin, please go ahead and file your 485s, as this window of opportunity will not remain forever. Having said that, all other countries move forward by 4 months to August 1, 2023, EB2. And then coming to EB3, China retrogresses. This is again unusual, by 8 months. China has retrogressed in both tables, dates for filing and final action date. India advances by 7 months. So EB2 advancement has been 6 months. EB3 advancement has been 7 months. So they've moved again into 2013, June 8th, 2013, Form 2012. So that is good news for Indian nationals, the move by 7 months for EB3. All other countries advance modestly by 1 month to March 1, 2023. And EB5, China retrogresses, India remains the same, and all other countries remain current. This is for the unreserved category, EB5. Another update for this October visa bulletin, as I said before, important to note that this month, or rather in October, USCIS will be accepting the dates for filing chart. So please go as per the dates for filing chart. Now moving forward for November, what are the predictions for November? Everyone wants to listen to what to expect for the next month now that they know what October has to offer. Everyone is curious as to what will happen in November. Well, what I can say for sure is, at least almost for sure, is that they will continue using the dates for filing table in November as well. And based on what the Department of State has said with reference to EB2 and EB3, they have said over and over again that there continues to be high demand in these areas. We expect that the date will remain the same or maybe advance slightly with reference to EB2 and EB3 for the month of November. For the month of November, also EB1, the predictions are a little better for EB1, so I'm hoping that at least they'll stay the same or advance, and we can expect some advancement for EB1 for the month of November and maybe moving forward, as we've not seen much advancement in the EB1 category. And also, even for dates for filing, we've only seen an advancement of 2 months for India for EB1, so that's not much. So I'm hoping there'll be a little bit more advancement in the coming month. So with that, it's a wrap for this week's Immigration Friday. Please continue to watch us every Friday. We come out with new topics. Please like and subscribe if you like the videos that you're seeing. And please do reach out to me, prashanti@readysq.com, if you have any questions or if you would like a consultation. Thank you so much. See you next week.